What's going on? My name is Jamel, executive designer of Jordan Craig, checking in from home base in Harlem, New York. I don't know. I fell in love with fashion. It's just always been a thing. It's always been a part of me. I remember in 4th grade, I had a friend who sketched like this character out, and I loved it so much. I was like, bro, like, can I use that? I want to put it on like a sweatsuit. So I like drew a bunch of hoodies and sweatpants, and I took the character and I put it on the hoodie. I put it on the center front. I put it on the thigh of the sweatpants, and that was like the earliest like instance of design that I can remember, of fashion that I can remember, other than just like loving going to stores and, you know, buying cool stuff and cool sneakers. I would describe my fashion sense and design style as just versatile. Like, there's so many different sensibilities and so many different things. Like, if I'm going for a run and it's active, if I'm, you know, lounging at home, it's more chill. If I'm going out, you know, to a wedding, then it's formal. Like, it's just all about like the sensibility and like the seasons as well. Like, what I'm going to wear in fall is going to be different than what I'm going to wear in spring and summer. Like, so it's just always very like intentional and embracing like what's going on, what's the sensibility, what's the intention behind whatever it is that I'm doing. In Harlem, we see a lot of Jordan Craig, and that's because the brand is of the city. You know, we're really here. We're really like talking to customers, going to stores, you know, checking out the styles. Like, we just talked for a little bit before we got started about all the styles that we saw and like how inspiring it was. So it's definitely, it's of the city. The brand is of the city, and that's why, you know, they show us love, and that's why it looks great on them, and that's why we keep moving. If I ever want to feel, you know, good about myself, sometimes I'll just go and check out the reviews. Like, our customers are the best. Like, they say great things, and, you know, they love our quality, they love our design, and it keeps us going. Like, we want the pieces that sell out. We want, you know, what our customers are looking for on the market, and, you know, we like to see that we're doing a good job at that. Get it while you can. Don't wait. You know, like I said, we want to design the things that sell out. We want to create the products that our customers really want. So it's the gift and the curse. I mean, you could say the same thing about your favorite sneaker. You don't just pull up and get it whenever you want. You get it when it comes out. So that's what I say, is just, you know, act fast, shoot quick. I definitely want to thank our Jordan Craig customer. Thank you guys for supporting the brand. Thank you guys for loving our styles and for rocking with us, and, you know, sharing your reviews and, you know, showing us your style. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for always thinking of us, and, you know, for letting us be a part of your world. The Trailblazer, the Holy Grail of cargos, as they call it. It was one of the first designs that I did, and, you know, at the end of the day, it was just kind of like, we need some cargos, we have a bucket. You know, I had great freedom just to kind of do what I wanted, and that's just what I was feeling at the time. Like, it's really not that much to it. Like, that was what I thought would be dope to wear, what I thought would be dope to see other people wear. And so, you know, I sketched it up, you know, showed it to a couple of people. They were feeling it as well, you know, colored it up, you know, got the sample, made the tech pack. That's just kind of how it happens, you know. You want everything to be like that, but sometimes certain things are just more special than others. And I think that was just, you know, a very special item. I love an iconic fashion moment. If you ask me tomorrow, it'll change, but the top 3 that come to mind right now are Raekwon wearing the Snow Beach, Snoop wearing Tommy on SNL. I probably saw it in a magazine, you know, or I saw it like later in life, because I'm a, you know, 90s kid, but, you know, I was a kid, so I wore a lot of Tommy. That's why I knew it. So it just was like one of the things that was a part of what was going on that was like just special, you know. And Sean John Iron King fashion show, it was kind of one of the pinnacles of like urban fashion. Like, when you think about what is now called like streetwear, or, you know, just like it was kind of the pinnacle of like that era before that. And that's talking about brands like Academics, Mecca, Fat Farm, FUBU, Like that fashion show was the pinnacle of that, and it did so much. Like you had Dow Maxwell, the designers of public school. You had Diddy win a CFDA fashion award. Like it wasn't just like a great show. Like it did a lot. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, that was cool," but what did it do? It time capsuled the moment, but it also just kind of like showed what how big the future could be. Yeah, so the process is pretty simple. Like we follow our customer, you know, what guys are wearing, you know, what they might want, and we try to go after them. So, you know, we research the market, we see what's going on, and we try to just make the best version of whatever that is. And to do so, we look at, like I said, what's going on currently, but also a lot of vintage, like the meaning of whatever the item is, whether it's a moto jacket or cargo, shearling jacket. It's like, what's the history behind this garment? What is the utility behind it? What's the functionality of it? All those things go into the thought on me getting started with the design, essentially. So yeah, just like looking at the market, looking at vintage, thinking about what could be, you know, what this could do for the future, and just trying to make the best version of whatever it is, and just kind of like, you know, not holding back. I don't know, like the shearling jacket is like, it's like a New York staple. It's like a friend of your Timbs. You know what I'm saying? Like they just go together, and like when people stop wearing Timbs and stop wearing beef and brats, people will probably stop wearing shearlings, and I don't think either are going to happen. So it's just, you know, certain things are just like staples, you know, and you know, that's just kind of what it's become. And you know it is because it's one of those things that's like, you animate on it, you know, like what's the new fur? What are the new colors? Like what are the new trends? Like all those things are so important because, you know, it's just a tried and true classic. Happy holidays from Jordan Craig. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Make sure you take advantage of some of these sales. Enjoy your family and friends, and we'll see you in the streets.